Good morning, 10:38 Pacific Standard Time, 2/1/2004. I'm updating this weekly chart because LinkedIn is going to report earnings in the next week, and that we're putting this together so that the rest of the people and Tommy, Johnny, and Al, for those trading groups there, is their quarterly report. We've seen that Facebook came out and did well. Now, LinkedIn in itself has had several good earnings since it's become a good publicly traded company. So here on the weekly, the 10 week is exactly at 220. The 20 week is 226.9. The 50 week is what? Oh my goodness, 207. So these are weekly moving averages. You have a 100-week moving average down at 158. Now, after what happened to Amazon going down 43 points, is that this name is going to report. And LinkedIn is going to either go up extremely or down extremely. So we're going to look at 5% levels higher and 5% levels lower. The other thing that we'll be clear about is on LinkedIn is to take a look at LinkedIn on a daily chart. So a daily chart and a weekly chart are both different. So when you're telling your people in the educational component, they need to understand that the 200 simple day is at 212. Okay? They also need to understand that the 100 day is at 227, that the 50 simple day moving average at 219, and the 10 day simple moving average at 214 now. That's the 10 day. As far as the price volatility, we have today's range on 131. That range was exactly $10.79 on that day. So let's just start here where LinkedIn started on 127 as to what the daily ranges were. 12.5 on 127. Okay. On 129, $10.50 and $10.79 in directional movement. Either that's from the bottom up or from the top side down. That is the actual range that we're looking at. LinkedIn made that top up here. This is that 100-day simple moving average. That was a wall of resistance. And kaboom, it came straight down. Now, from a daily level, you can tell your guys that the 10 is crossing down, the 20 is flat. However, the green line of that 200-day moving average is very, very important because that's going to be the resistance level. LinkedIn closed, believe it or not, at 215. $215 was a closing print as far as the Friday 131 print. So we have done a major test on all of the daily simple moving averages. One of the other things that we're going to be doing is we're going to be looking at what the weekly calls are and the monthly calls and put options. And we're masters over here at figuring out what's deflated or inflated. So from a daily perspective, the wall of resistances is up here right now at the 50, and of course way above the market there. The 100 is at 227 now. Okay, and 214.57 on the 10 day. We can clearly see right here when we blow it up, these are resistances. Now, when a company reports their quarterly reports, just like Amazon fell $43 the other day, a lot of these big winners in 2013, some are getting some good corrections and adjustments based on their earnings and what the after hours trade will be. You can always go to stockmarketfunding.com, take a look at some of these wild after hour earnings like on CMG, Chipotle, Google, Apple, Netflix, and Amazon. Boy, first time we ever seen that one go down. Now we're in the social networking space. Facebook did well. All eyes will be on it. So basically, as we trade up into those earnings, The actual earnings release is scheduled for February 6th. The Q3 numbers actually came in at 39 cents in the October 2013 quarter. The estimate was for 31 cents. So the earnings drop has improved year over year percent wise. So now we're going to find out what LinkedIn is doing to monetize that user base that they have and what that would look like. Going to be a lot of volatility in it. So that means that these daily moving averages and significant weekly moving averages, just remember it's been range bound and it's been always bouncing off those lower support levels in 2013. That 50-week moving average, I'm just going to tell you right now, it's 207. That's the pink line right here. That's the 50-day. And we have a close above it as of, let's just make sure on this weekly level, we hit a low of 201. So we started out on a weekly level, 5-day trading range of 217.50. We went to 218.95 and we traded down to 201, and then that weekly close was 215. So once again, there was a $14 move off of those support levels. And that these weekly price range in 5 days was $17 the previous week, and that was the 1/19/2014 week. Had only $10, but here's where we get into some really good ones. On 1/12 of 2014, the weekly movement was $24. Okay, and on the 1/6, the first week of the new year, it also had a $20 range in a 5-day period. There have been other volatility weeks back in their last earnings report in October. Hey, there was a $31 move in LinkedIn. And back in the 1027 weekly period, there was a $30 move. So it's had some great weekly ranges in both directions for the bull and the bear. One of the things that we're going to do is we're going to take a look at where all of these contracts are. So once again, this is a daily recap, and we are going to go through all of the calls for that expire on this coming week, and they expire on a Friday, on a weekly, on 2/7. And like I said, those premiums are going to be quite different than the other premiums because LinkedIn reports on the 6th. So all of the 2014, 2714 here are going to trade totally different. So for a weekly expiration, we'll do that after they report. But we're going to take a look at what the monthly guidance for February 2/22. We're going to take a look at all the inflated and deflated. Welcome to the LinkedIn Earnings Preview.